Yo, peace, what's going on, everybody? Have a legendary guest coming on today. Legendary to me. You know, I've been doing this top rock for a while, but also, it's one bad mofo. What's good? Why not? I'm just waiting for you to jump on the live. Yo, what's going on? Why not?
What's up, Mikey-Ice? Can you hear me?
Thank you, though, bro, for jumping on. Appreciate it.
Of course, man. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my mic, though, too.
Man, mine don't connect, so we're just gonna do it like this. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you on yours.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see what's going on with mine. Give me. Sorry about that, brother.
All good.
Thank you once again. So why not? Just wanted to ask you though, man. Like, how's life been for you though? You know, like it was kind of interesting though because I was kind of like curious to know like what's life been like for you after Rocksteady?
Cooling, bro. You know?
Hmm.
Of course, like I miss all of that. All of those times. Those were good times for sure. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
Uh, not being part of that has had its ups and its downs.
Hmm.
You know, but doesn't stop moving forward at all, man. I mean, this is what I do, man. So I'm always gonna be here no matter what, you know.
Yeah. I think that's fresh though. Like I kind of noticed I would see you at like, little events like here and there, and I was just kind of wondering, have you kind of like been focusing more like on your career? I don't know what you do besides what I'm seeing on social media. That's what I was kind of curious about.
Yeah, yeah. I'm actually in an art studio right now,
Okay.
and I I make sculptures, I make music, I make dance pieces. I also teach at a university, so I'm pretty busy. Um, but I'm always dancing. I'm always breaking. You know,
Hmm.
I'm hoping to get out a little bit more. Maybe compete this year a bit more. We'll see. We'll see what's up. If it calls for it, I'll do it. If not, it's okay, man. I'm really I kind of just go with the flow of whatever it is.
Right.
I've always been like that though, man. I mean, I've been dancing for so long, and it's like, if I'm gonna show up at an event, or if someone's gonna invite me somewhere, we see if it
Hmm.
happens and if it don't. I'm not too pressed on whether it does happen or not because, you know.
Right. Right. I appreciate you sharing that though, brother. That's something like what I'm trying to do is just go back and get real conversations, like with individuals like yourself,
Mm.
because I know that you have another side to you besides just like breaking, though. And I've always admired that about you, as being like a dancer, though, too, because that inspires me to be like, yo, I should be, well, I want to do other things though too, outside of just like breaking.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's important too. I think it's part of being an artist, you know. I mean, I think
Hmm.
some people that dance is something else, but we, you know, we're artists, just like anybody else. Anybody who uses paint, anybody who makes music. I think it's all relative, you know, and they, to me, it comes from the same signal, from the same source,
Right.
and all you got to learn how to express through that medium, and then, you know, the next thing you know, you're doing it.
That's
Uh,
true. Why not? If you don't mind, just because I'm trying to save this, for my history, for my historical facts though too.
yeah.
Can you give me a little introduction of like how did you get the name Why Not though, bro? Because I know there's already a Why Not from Backyard Funk.
Mhm.
So what's the difference between like that Why Not and you as Why Not though too as well? Because I think I've heard of him before I heard of you.
Oh, word. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know the cat like that.
Okay.
You know, I ran into him one time. Um, I'm pretty sure he's younger than me. You know,
Yeah.
at least that's as much as I know. But yeah, I've you know dipped in and out of that name before, even before I started breaking,
Hmm.
and it became a name that made sense to me because at first it was just a philosophy because it's my nickname backwards. You know, people
Oh,
call me
okay.
name. Um, Tony backwards is why not. It just made sense, right? So
Oh,
when I found,
oh, I never thought about it like that. That's true. Okay.
yeah, so like when that aligned, it just like it made sense, man. It was right. Like
Hmm.
I think it's important for people to ask why, um, for everything, you know, and why not is just an addition to that philosophy. It's like, you know, once we understand the why of what we do or why something is in existence, and then the why not comes next because then it's like, well,
Oh,
then where do we go from here? You know,
okay.
and that's always been just a part of my mentality, and then it made sense to just represent that name along with it. And that was that. I can't pinpoint exactly what year that was. I mean, it was a gradual thing.
Yeah.
You know, I had multiple monikers like everybody else did, man. So many writers and dancers that had multiple names. And I've always played around with different concepts and ideas with that too, you know. And then once I started
Hmm.
traveling and battling, the name stuck so well that I just kept it. So that was it.
Okay. Why not? Mario from Havoc and Crows sent me a message. He was saying that who are Why Not's art and dance inspirations? Would you mind answering that?
Wow. Um,
Yeah.
dance inspirations, that goes really, really far.
Hmm.
You know, because there's obviously when I first started breaking and I met Legs and Wiggles and Fable and Frosty, you know, those were like the biggest, you know, inspirations to me. Um, I was also looking at the Barry brothers,
Yes, I was gonna ask about that.
the Nick, of course, you know, uh, man, the movie Tap really inspired me. You know, I think that was
Yes.
the biggest things for me. Like that film, there's a section in there where they do the challenge,
With the
and
chairs, they took. I think Sandman was in that.
yeah, yeah, Sandman was in it. Jimmy Slap.
Gregory Hines.
Hmm. Yeah, so that's one of my favorite scenes. But then also, I just like the energy within Tap has always spoke to me. I don't know how to
Mm.
tap. I've tried. You know, I put bottle caps on my shoes and stuff
Oh,
like that,
really?
and I bugged out trying to do tap. But I don't know it like that. It's not a technique that that I even think I can do. But like breaking to me is just an imitation of that, and it's all a
Mm.
representation of jazz music, the movement of jazz. So I just think hip hop is an extension of that. You know what I mean? So that also, you know, Buddha Stretch, big time in
Oh.
me. Ejo, also a big inspiration. Damn, man, the Boogaloos, you know, obviously popping
Mm-hmm.
are the best. I mentioned Mr. Wiggles. I have to mention him again because I mentioned the EBs. You know, he's all over the board.
Right.
Uh, yeah, I mean, the list goes on, man. There's people like today inspire me. People from back in the day inspire me. Dance is as competitive as it is. I got love for everybody, no matter what. You know.
Is there when it comes to like top rock, is there anybody that kind of like when you stick out in your mind that you would say, you know what, like I'm inspired by, you know, like this individual though? For me, I would have to say there's a lot of different people though too. But to be honest with you, like when I seen the way that you danced though, bro, like it just reminded me of this like, yo, like this is the way that is like for me, like top rock should look. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't being biased or anything. I was just like, I just love the energy. But I noticed right now, like there's a little, not a little, but there's a top rock society that's going on. Have you chimed into that too as well?
Yeah, I was supposed to go to that battle actually. It was around Thanksgiving time, but I was too busy and I couldn't
Right.
go. But maybe next year I'll participate with that. But yeah, it's dope. I think there's a whole movement behind it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I was inspired by people like Pee Wee Dance, you know,
Oh yeah.
Frosty Freeze, Ken Swift, you know, people who have really had a real um
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I just see myself as like carrying a tradition because you know a lot of them are my teachers, man. They showed me how to do a lot of what I do, and then I put my own interpretation and my own life
Yeah.
steps. So, but I can never do them without them, you know, coming before me. So I always have to mention, you know, or try to mention
Mm-hmm.
what I can think of giving me
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
Okay. Would you say also too, is it safe to say that like um when it comes to like the top rock challenge, would you say like who was the closest guy that kind of gave you like a real run for your money? Would it be Wacko?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Wacko is one of my favorite people to battle, and he's one of my best friends too. At the same time, yeah,
Right.
he's dope. Um, yeah, I think you know I would love to compete more against even some of my friends because
Uh-huh.
they're dope, you know, and I always who are you know good. I don't want to just like go after people that I don't think are on a
Yeah.
particular level. Like
Mm-hmm.
I learn at the same time when I dance too. So like other people who I admire, I would love to go head to head with, you know, for sure.
Right.
Um,
That makes sense. Thank you for sharing that. You know what I was thinking about too, why not? I was just kind of brainstorming though, bro. And I was like, okay, the rock dance have everybody. They have Touch of Rock, Dynasty Rockers, Forever We Rock, you know, like they got the whole like rock thing. And I'm thinking as top rockers, I think that we need our own society though too as well. Like, you know, like where we can look back and say, you know what, like if we want to like get challenged or we want to challenge somebody, like something like a top rock, you know, crew or something. Though, how do you feel about that? Do you think that will be something relevant, or you think that's just kind of like,
I think so. I mean, I just think to me that's just a breaking crew, you know.
oh,
That's
okay,
a I don't know. I think you know back in the day there was a lot of there were people that like wrote for like Rocksteady, for example, like had a lot of
hmm,
the different things that were down with the crew. You know, you had writers, you had skaters, even you had you know people on roller skates, you had
hmm,
DJs, like they were their own you know kind of division, I guess you would say, of a larger crew.
right,
Um, but when I think about hip hop, I think like it all we can be a crew without even think. You know, like I could be the dancer, you could be the rapper, and someone else could be the DJ crew together. You know,
Yeah,
so I don't know, man. I think any of that is possible, and I think the more people kind of gang up like that, that's dope.
I would
I
like to
think that's
see that. Yeah,
we stronger in numbers.
right. I would like to see that though, man. So I was another question I wanted to ask you, like hip hop turns, well, actually, hip hop is 50 this year. You know what I'm saying? And for me, that says a lot. Like 1973, August 11th, it's 2023. Like, how do you feel about that in general? Does that make you feel like, you know, like any certain way, or is it kind of like just like, okay, I'm glad hip hop turned 50.
I mean, it puts things in perspective for me.
Hmm.
But also, I think because I work in the institution, um,
Okay.
it makes me think about how society and institutions and things are treating something that I
Hmm.
one of the biggest art movements of all time.
Mm.
And for hip hop to get its 50th, I think that is a landmark. It's something that we all need to think about and really put some time and energy into about what that means, and where we're going from here on out, because 50 years is nothing. It's not a fad. It's not something that just came and went like people thought
I
it would,
know.
right? So that's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You hit it right on the nail. I appreciate that. How important how important to you is branding yourself like going into this year though? Is it something that you feel like is necessary, or you kind of feel like it's just like, I mean, as far as like individuals, when I say branding yourself, like you have your own like movement, and people that want to be a part of it though too. Like, you think that's very necessary for today as a b-boy?
I think hip hop is brand conscious no matter what. We've always been like that.
Okay.
Like if you look at it from a writing or a graffiti standpoint, you know that that's you put your logo everywhere. You know,
True.
you're constantly putting your brand forward, and
Hmm.
different for anybody else in hip hop. I think for b boys and b girls, it's the same thing. You know, and that's just part of the movement of it. It's
Hmm.
about representing, about knowledge of yourself, but then also putting yourself um, forward in a positive way. Um, so yeah, I don't think anybody should even be doing anything extra in that department. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, at the same time, there's going to be a lot of people I think trying to put themselves forward because they see it as an opportunity right now.
Mm.
With this concept of 50 years of hip hop, like I think trying
Hmm.
to really put themselves in a position to, I don't know, thinking there's a bag at the end of this rainbow or something, but I'm not, I think I'm going to change what I'm doing, man. I'm going to definitely, you know, put some energy in art. It's a checkpoint, but, um, yeah, I don't go hard or extra on anything just because it's the 50th. Like, I don't know, it's the same year as everybody, anything else, I think. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Also, too, I was kind of curious, whatever happened with you and the thing that Wiggles used to do, the Top Rock City? Did you guys stop doing those, or is there a reason
Um,
why that you guys kind of like just stopped doing that? Because I haven't really heard of those too much.
yeah, thanks for asking, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, rocking with that. Difficult part the past few years was getting together at the time, you know,
Hmm.
because the Pop Rock City is Why Not and Mr. Wiggle together, and we did a few events separate, and then we told each other like we can't do it like that. We got to do it with both of us in the same place. So
All right.
it makes it hard because especially from the pandemic and everything, we just weren't in person at all for a while. And then now we're just kind of getting back into stuff. And also my life is a little bit different, so my schedule isn't as open. So Wiggles be touring
Okay.
the world, and I'm over here, doing my job. And if I can catch him on one or two of those events, that's what's up. If not, schedule it for time. So it'll happen again, man. We're gonna do more stuff with it. If you remember, we did like a top 10 list.
Oh, you guys
Have
did?
you seen that before?
No. No.
Yeah. Top five. Pick my top five. You see that?
I didn't get a chance to see that.
Okay, it's on YouTube. If you search Top Rock City Top 10, you can see it.
Okay.
I've always thought about bringing those 10 to like battle it out.
Oh.
So I think that would be really dope. I think for the next event that we do, we'll do something like that. We'll invite guests to come and battle stuff and keep it a whole top. Should be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you and Wiggles are pretty much, you guys are still like in touch, like, I mean, because I know that you guys, you're out of Rocksteady, and he's still representing Rocksteady as far as I know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we still rocking, man. It's all good. Yep.
That's nice. That's nice though, man. Do you have any plans like as far as for 2000? I mean, you have any goals like for 2023 that you have for yourself personally, where you say, you know what, I want to reach this by the end of the year?
Hmm. Tell you what, I got a lot of beats, music. I want to do full merch. I got a bunch of t-shirts I've been designing. I think just the goal this year is to be prolific with producing as many things as possible.
Okay.
Goal.
I like that. I like that though, brother. I like that you're always staying moving, and that you just got the ball rolling. Why not? Like I was saying, bro, I just want to kind of just have a conversation with you, so I can document this, so I can save it, because a lot of people have been paying attention to like what I've been doing, and I've been getting a lot of positive feedback,
So,
and yeah, and I just want to say thank you, for sharing, like a small conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know before we had went over some things, and you know what? I just kind of feel like I just kind of wanted to touch on those again, and just to let you know, like how much you mean to me as a person, though, because I know a lot of times as dancers, we really don't share, like how we really feel about somebody, like on a positive note. But I want to say, like, from you to me, though, bro, like you keep me inspired, though, man, because I love Top Rock so much, though. Like, my first name was Little Up Rock. I got that when I was 12, but not even on the West Coast, we called it Up Rock, not even knowing that it was Top Rock.
all right.
But my name was Little Up Rock before I was Mikey-Ice. And to me, I always felt like I just loved it so much, though, bro. Like, when I seen Lee on the subway train when they did This Could Be the Night. Remember when he was doing the Top Rock on the train?
Oh, that little two-step was fresh. When he had a little crossover and kind of flipped his jacket a little bit to the side. Dope.
Bro, to me, right, when I seen that, I was like, it was just the way that his legs were just like, it looks like today, though. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Just the way that his body, the way that he turned, though, bro, it made like perfect sense.
Yo, even Shrimp, when they were battling, and then goes into floats. Do you remember when
Oh, really? Uh-huh.
Shrimp comes? He hits a couple of Top Rock steps, man. They were funky to me, bro. That shit was nasty.
That's dope, though, man. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna let you go, though, brother. I just wanted to keep it short with you. Thank you for taking time out. I appreciate it.
Of course,
I think if people will hit me up and say, you know what, you should have asked such and such, then I think I'll reach back out to you. I kind of want to keep this like if anything, like a series, though. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be all the time,
Right.
but I feel like I have a connection with you, you know, because every time I see you, you've always gave me a positive vibe. So I've always felt like me and you are friends when it comes to like the dance though. Like there's a mutual respect for each other, you know?
Absolutely, for sure, Mikey. You already know. Anytime, man, you hit me, I'm here for you, man.
Okay, though, brothers. So have a good rest of the night, and thank you for sharing this conversation with me.
You too. Thanks a lot, bro.
I wish you the best, though, brother.
All right, you too, man.
All right, peace.
Peace.